This video is going to be about 2017 district problem number 11, Ralph. I have not solved this problem before. This is a request, so let's see how this goes. So it looks like in this problem we're going to be reading in a number, and I think it's important that we know that it's 5 digits long. We don't know how many numbers there's going to be, but we do know that each individual number is 5 digits long. I feel like that's going to be important. We want to get the largest possible value, but it has to be under 32,767, or less than or equal to that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to forget that number. So I'm going to put a thing right here and say max is 32767, just for myself. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to forget that. So I've got my scanner set up. We don't know how many things we're going to have, so I'm just going to say while n dot has next. And then we want to read in the number, but I want to treat it like a string. And the reason for that is because I want each individual digit. So I'm going to go ahead and just say string digits equals n dot next. And then I'm going to go ahead and do an out.println. I need to do a more import static java.lang.system. There we go. So out.println. I'm going to make sure that I'm thinking of this the right way. So we'll run the code. And there's our inputs. Okay. So now I am using the given data, so I haven't loaded the judges data. So I'm expecting the exact same output as what we see here. So yeah. One interesting thing here I notice is this last case, 60405. It looks like we can have a leading zero, possibly, which is relevant because otherwise this would be too large. So I have to keep that in mind as well. But I think our idea is we want to look at this and find the largest value that if we, the key is it's got to be less than this 32,000. And we know it's 5 digits. So we find the largest value that when we multiply it by 10,000, it's less than 32,767. And that becomes our, our possible leftmost digit. Then we get find the next value where when we multiply it by 1,000 and add it to that first value, it's got to be less than 32,767. If there isn't one, then we know it doesn't work. Otherwise, we continue on to the next and so on. Again, it's important that there's only 5 digits. That's what makes this problem, I think, a little bit more doable. So first thing I'm going to do is we want to keep track of which digits we've used. So I'm going to take each of the values in digits, and I'm going to put them into an array list so that I can take them out as I use the digit, I think. So I'm going to say array list of, I'll just make it a string, diglist equals new array list of strings. So then I want to take each of the digits from here and put them into this digit list. So I'm going to say for and I equals 0, I less than digits dot length I plus plus. diglist.append digits.substring starting at I and going to I plus 1. Not append, I'm sorry. I'm stuck in Python mode. It should be add. Okay, so to test that, I'm just going to say for each string D in digits list out.println D. Run that and I should see it. I think, yeah, so it's, now we got it broken up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, okay, so that's working. Okay. So now I want to find the largest value in diglist. So I'll just call it max D, such that max D times 10,000 is less than or equal to 37, what was it, 32,767. All right. Then we're going to find the, and we make that our first digit. Okay, so I need to keep track. I'm going to have a string of, that's going to be our output, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and say string answer equals empty string. And then as I find each digit, I will concatenate it to answer. So, okay, so let's see here. So for, I'm going to go ahead and say int largest index equals 0. All right, so that's the thing at index 0 is the largest there is. So and then string largest equals the thing at diglist index 0 largest. Okay. Now, kind of want this to be an integer, don't I? I'm gonna have to multiply it by 10,000, but I think I can do that. I can still do that. So I don't think it really matters. No. So I'm just going to say for int I equals 1 I less than diglist dot size I plus plus. Oh, actually, you know what? I gotta be careful because it's possible this first one actually won't work. So actually, I'm just going to say largest equals empty string. I think I'm not sure. I think if I compare with empty string, it should work. Empty string should be smaller. Yeah. Okay. So I actually want to start at 0. So if actually I'm going to say int n equals integer dot parse int diglist dot get I. Right, so that's going to be the integer value of current thing. Let's go ahead and do times 10,000. Now, I've got a feeling this is going to change. I've got a feeling I'm going to make this into a nested loop in a little bit, but for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. So times 10,000. So if n is less than 37,267, and you know what? No, and diglist.getI is greater than largest, then largest index equals I, and largest equals diglist.getI. It doesn't like something about this. I can't. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So actually, here we go. So since this is since these are both strings, we can't use the greater than symbol. We have to say dot compare to largest, and if the string calling compare to is greater than this string here, then the value here will be greater than 0. If this number were less than largest, then it'd be less than 0, and if they're equal, then it's actually equal to 0. So I just want to stay strictly greater than. If it's greater than, then we'll grab that one. Okay, and so then once we're finished, then largest index is holding the largest value, and is holding the largest index, and largest is holding largest value. I don't know that I need the largest index. That's okay. So once this loop finishes, then we would have to say something like if largest dot compare to empty string is not equal to 0. Or in other words, if there's something there that it's not still an empty string. So something was found. Something was found. Then we want to say answer plus equals largest. And we want to get rid of largest from our diglist. So we're going to say diglist.pop largest. That should, no, I'm sorry, not pop, remove, because I'm working with an array list. Dot remove, and see, we can either remove an object or an index. We're going to remove the object though, so remove, because this is a string, so we're going to remove the object largest. Okay. And for now, I'm just going to have it print answer. Let's just see what happens here. I'm expecting an error, kind of, but let's see. 3330. 3330. So let's see here. 3330. You know, I think that worked actually. Okay. I think that worked. Now I want this same thing again, but I want this 10,000 to be 1,000. And I'm going to want n to be like a previous value. Because we could like copy and paste this whole thing and do it, you know, with 1,000, but that's going to be a whole lot of duplicate code. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say something like Okay, for int um, multiple equals 10,000. Multiple is greater than or equal to 1. And we'll do multiple divide equal 10. So it's gonna, each time through, this mult is gonna get smaller by a factor of 10. So like it's gonna start off at 10,000, right? So in other words, this right here is gonna be mult. Okay. I think I need to keep track of like the previous or the current amount. So I'm gonna say int cur val equals 0, and then instead of n, so plus cur value. Right, so it's going to be this plus cur val. Right, and then once we get this largest thing, then we're going to kind of do this. We're going to say cur val plus equals integer dot parse int largest times mult. Right, so it's going to get that largest value, multiply it, and then that's going to update cur value. It's going to go back around. Now, if this never happened, in other words, if there was no value of n that satisfied this, that means that we didn't have an answer. And so we want it to say exceeds max value. So I'm going to say out.println exceeds max value. Okay. Now this isn't going to work because answer is a string, remember, but for now let's just see what happens. I might get an error. Did not like answer. So this is NFL while parsing. It was expecting oh wait, I'm sorry. I had it highlighted. Ignore me. F1 run code. Here we go. I had it highlighted when I ran that. So okay. So 35421 is not correct because should be 3 because that 5 doesn't work. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Why did it give me 3, 5? Okay, so first time through, mult is 10,000. Okay, that works, right? That works on all of them. Then no, it's still printed answer. That's a problem. If this happens, we need our for loop to we want this to break out of. We have to handle that. Okay, so I'll come back to that. Okay, so let's see here. Compare to largest greater than 0. Okay, so so what cur value is? I wonder what cur value is, because it's getting 3, 5 for, oh, My gosh, look at that. It helps if I use the right 327. See, I even 32767. You may have noticed that a while ago. 32541 exceeds max value. 3276 exceeds max value 3544. Actually, this is working. This is working. 32767 though, it's not catching that. That's okay. So we'll figure that out in a second. But this one, this 33445, it's actually working, and 6540, that's working. We'll fix that 0 here in a little bit, but okay, so we actually have a working program right now. Well, it could be equal to 32767. So let's run this again. There we go. The only thing is I don't want it printing answer if there wasn't an answer. So if it exceeds max value, if it hits this one right here, I want it to trigger something like not found or something. So what I'm going to do is this may not be the best way to do it, but I'm going to make a Boolean. I'm going to say answer found, or ans found equals true, right? So I'm going to assume that I find an answer, unless I don't. And then I'll say ans found equals false. And then if ans found, then print the answer. Kind of a sloppy way of doing it maybe, but I think that should fix our problem. There we go. And then finally, we actually want the integer value of answer. So I'm going to say integer dot parseInt answer. All right, so run this code. That should get rid of that leading 0, 32541, 32767 exceeds max value 6540. I guess the only question I have now is judges data on this one. And I don't know if I have the judges data. Let's see if I can find it really quick. 2017 Mats, district written. Yeah, see, this is all I have. I actually don't have the judges. You know what? I do have the judges packet, though. I don't know if I can open that in this or not. I may have to. Yeah, no. Okay, let me open up another tab here. Let's see, 2017 district judge packet, and we're looking for number 11. Mouth. Ah, here we go. Let's see if I can copy and paste out of this. I might be able to. Nope, I can't. Okay, let's send this over along with this. And I'm going to go ahead and edit Ralph's data. Don't show. Don't show. Don't show. Okay. Okay, so we have 10503, 132767, 32684, 33405, 67405. I always like to get the judges data when I can, because there are sometimes just cases that I would never ever think of that the judges data has in it. And I'm just like, oh yeah. And until you actually see that, that fails, you kind of think, oh, I've got this figured out. And then it fails and you're like, oh, wait, what didn't I think of? So I'm going to leave that up so I can see the output here. Let's go ahead and run this code and compare with what they say. So 32541, okay, we already know those work. 31500, 32767, 32684, 30543, 7654 exceeds max value. That looks good to me. So cool. So hopefully that explanation was valuable to you. Couple of new tricks in there, just using the parseInt and things like that. So yeah, let me know if there's any others you want me to try to work out for you. Thanks.